So you know how I was saying I'm kind of seeing this little bit of a pattern where there's just a little chunk, little group of coins, just a few. They pump really nicely, 20%, 30%, in between there. You know, not every single one of them, but it could be 18 to 30 something, high 30s, whatever percent. Then they stop. And like I said, they don't go down all of a sudden. They just kind of go flat, go sideways. And I mean, if the market goes down a little bit, they will potentially go down a little bit with the rest of the market. But the point is, they pump, kind of go sideways there. And then, for example, the next day, those coins aren't really moving again anymore. But then there's another set of coins that start doing the same kind of thing with the same kind of numbers. And then they stop, go sideways. Day 3, let's say, another set of coins, and it might be 3, 4, 5 coins. I'm not sure there's more than that, but that are more noticeably higher than the rest. And it just it's just this little block of coins, and there's no rhyme or reason. I'm not saying that I found some kind of cycle. I wish I did, because I'd tell you about it. But today's another example. Dentacoin, not Dent, not my favorite out of those two is Dent, not Dentacoin, but Dentacoin is moving 55%. I don't have any of them. I actually didn't plan on getting any of them, but Dentacoin, the price is, what the hell is that, 1/100th of a penny? 3 zeros and then a 5 after the decimal. 3 zeros and then a 5. That's like 1,000th. 1, 2, 3 would be hundredths. Or maybe, no, a penny. Yeah, more like 100th of a penny. The next coin, one you've absolutely heard of. When the dip comes, I'll be buying Populous. We hodl BTC and Satoshi Light. The real Satoshi Light. Look, PPT. I just got done talking about that one. Guys, it was just $11 a few days ago. Wow, it's nearly 20 bucks right now. I actually think it was 20 bucks. Almost 100% gain. Well, from then, $20, it's now 25. PPT is 25, which is 27% up. Then you have Substratum, 18, almost 19%. Wax token, 10%, almost 11. Walton Chain is next at 10%. It starts getting a little smaller. Power Ledger, EOS down there at 8.57%. So, not that those are the ones I want to talk about, those last ones, but, the 20, 30, whatever percent, that's kind of what we want to talk about. So, why did Populous just jump all of a sudden? I know they've been talking recently about, the platforms getting ready and trial and this and that. Maybe that's why. But what about Dentacoin? What is Dentacoin, as a matter of fact? I'm not even sure what Dentacoin is. Website. Dentacoin.com. Come on. The blockchain solution for the global dental industry. I thought it was something dentist related because I remember either reading something or someone told me something about it. But I was like, maybe it's not. I don't want to say that right now as if I know for sure. But yeah, I guess it is something related to the dental industry on the blockchain. And maybe it has something to do with storing your records, as in, you get x-ray of your mouth, your jaw, what have you, and whatever, just the stuff stored on the blockchain. I really don't know. Which, again, you could argue, well, what about the other dental record types of blockchain out there? Not dental, but healthcare. Kind of falls into that. Yeah, feel you. I'm feeling you on that, but whatever. There's like going to be a blockchain for everything. And while there's still some hype about it, get in, get you some money. I won. Give me my money. You won. I lost. Roll the dice. Yeah, so anyways, this little, once again, oh look, there's a few coins really pumping hard. In this case, then that third one was around 19%, whatever, something like that, 18, 19%. And the other one's 40, 50 something percent. Holy cow. It's just something I noticed. I want to tell you about it again. And see where this thing goes. We got another $335 billion market cap day. I don't know that it went any higher than that recently. I think that was kind of the top there. Then it went down to 330, 327 maybe, back to 330. Now we're at 335. You know, and that's the thing, you know, because I've said before, like, so many people get hung up on the whole market cap. It's not really the market cap you want to get hung up on. Look at the daily volume. That's where the, you know, as they say in the UFC, the tail of the tape. That's the tail of the tape. What's the market daily volume looking like? Because if you have this number of something and they're worth XYZ dollars combined, but, you know, 80% of the people aren't touching their stash, so to speak, it's just sitting there. Well, yeah, there's a value of all of it combined, but if no one's even touching it, it's just sitting there, and it's the trading that's happening every day that's really setting the price. That's kind of the number we need to look at. Well, what of that, what is, you know, of the what's trading, what does that equal? And it's been over $10 billion a day pretty regularly, and sometimes up to 20, 25, you know, I'm talking recently. Hell, back in like December and early January, big numbers. Not no little 10, 20 billion a day. Talking huge numbers. It's gonna be huge. I haven't heard those commercials in a while over here in Florida. It's gonna be huge. Billy from Facillo, what's his name? Facillo, he's got a few different dealerships. Facillo Kia. It's gonna be huge, Tampa. Can't even say that. My voice is already hurting. My little, whatever, voice box. Whatever the F you guys call it. It's a guy I work with from Jersey, up in Jersey. And I thought, I've never asked him this, but I have to ask him. I said that he was in the break room with this girl from the service department. He's in the support department, like customer support. And I said, hey, you heard of, you know, Jerky Boys, right? He's like, oh, he looks at me like I'm some kind of moron. Not the riffraff face, like you're a moron face. Yeah, you know, like if you're even kind of near New York, Jersey, any of that, like you better know who the Jerky Boys are. You know, he's like, yeah. So, because they were saying something, and they were talking, because we sell phone systems, and I think this was an Avaya system they were talking about at the customer premises, and it was either a combo card or some kind of card that had a problem, and they were talking about the tech bringing something over there, you know, because we subcontract, and they were talking about the tech bringing something over there, and I was like, yeah, so should I come tomorrow with my tools? Should I bring my effing toolbox? I'll see you tomorrow, my tools. F-face. Yeah, he knew exactly what it was. I swear I should read some of those articles in a different Jerky Boys voice, like, every day. That one guy, Kerbal, I think it was named Kerbal, what was his name? Hello, I wake up, I have tooth decay, I go to dentist, I wake up, my pants unbuttoned. What the? He's calling some law firm or something. And then you got Saul Rosenberg calling a lawyer wanting to sue somebody because they said something bad to him and he fell down a flight of stairs based off of the words. She said awful things to me and I fell down a flight of stairs and hurt myself. So said, they pushed you? No. She said awful things to me. You know, you want to sue someone because they hurt your feelings and you fell down some flight. It was just a bunch of prank calls. If you've never heard of them, like, you almost have to go listen to them all just to be part of that club, the Jerky Boys Club. YouTube has probably every one of them on there. And just listen, Jerky Boys, you know, I'm not sure if they had like season something, episode something like back then, because it was all just a CD. It was on a CD, and it was just prank calling, you know, back in the day. Probably can't really do that these days, you know, maybe get in trouble. But I don't know if they would call the people after the fact and ask them like, hey, can we use this, you know, for our CD? And they just gave them permission because it was funny afterwards, you know, I don't know. But I do miss the Jerky Boys. I wish they came back out and did it, like if they were able to do another set of them, man. I'd promote the hell out of it on my channel, free of charge. Just not even like, don't even give me a free CD. I'll buy a CD. I'll buy the next CD for myself. Or in this case, hell, they could put it right on iTunes. Guys, you don't have to manufacture a CD anymore. Upload the MP3 file to iTunes. Everybody will download it. Have those guys on the show as a guest. You can't see their face, and I will tell you, those of you fans out there, Jerky Boys fans, there was a VHS tape, a video that you could rent from Blockbuster back in the day that they did, and it was kind of a toury, you know, tourist kind of a thing in New York City. But they've got the characters. They're playing the characters, and they go into a tour bus that's showing the. And they go in a grocery store and stuff, and it's one of these not so well known things where you think you're a Jerky Boys fan, but you didn't know that they did that. And it's worth watching. You probably could find it online, I would think. I think it was called. Actually, I think I know the name. I want to say it was called Jerky Boys Don't Hang Up Tough Guy, I think is what they labeled it. But yeah, if anybody by chance, maybe Steven or one of these people, he would have told me if he knew him. I'm just thinking, if anybody like knows them, either those two guys, those two guys that mainly did it, I'd love to have them on the Realist News Show just to chat about something off topic, you know, just for the hell of it. But oh, that would be so much fun. If anybody knows the Jerky Boys, get them on the Realist News Show, man. That would be freaking cool. It'd be hilarious. But yeah, anyways, that's just talk a little crypto's no way to work. Back up to 335 billion market cap. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. We need over $11,000 Bitcoin. I'm hoping what Utsava says she felt psychically pans out again, which is 9,000 to 11,000 Bitcoin price this month by the time we get out of the month. And then next month, she says, I feel like it'll be around 15. We'll get to 15K in May. Of course, it'd be nice if we went even higher, like a lot higher. But it's all right, you know, it's all good. You just look back at these charts from years ago, and you do see more than once. January, low prices. December, huge prices. Next year or two later, January, low prices. End of the year, epic prices. We saw it last year again. And I feel pretty confident we're going to see it again this year. And each time we see that, the numbers seem to start off higher, you know? They end the year good, but then when that January comes, when they suck, but they don't suck as bad as they used to be, like the year or two before that, when, you know, Litecoin was 6, 7, 8 cents, and then got to $4, and then ran up to freaking $40, then crashed back down to a few dollars, along with Bitcoin doing its thing back in 2013. And then we've seen it again just last year. So you could kind of, safely say that's a cycle, whether it's yearly or every couple years, whatever. You could safely say, yeah, that's going to happen again. And I think we just saw it again, except the prices are much, 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 much higher. Even after the big epic crash, they were way higher than they were ever before. You know what I mean? So, you know, as far as those previous cycles or whatever. So just, again, it's going to be a game of patience and fighting yourself to just sit through it, buy the dips, and wait till you reach the numbers that you need to reach for the reasons only you know you need to reach those numbers for. We all have our different reasons. We all have our different ideas what we're going to do. When I get this number, I'm going to do that. Like I'm talking about this damn Tesla Model X thing. Trader Boss is like, Joe, I want to do this for you. Let's get this. So just that little pile we have over here in the main account. As soon as Litecoin gets to that certain number, pull the trigger. Not only that, pay off the C-dues together. I'm like, whoa, are you freaking kidding me? I'm excited. You know, I'm excited. This whole thing's worked out the way it has. And like I said, we're going to keep the trade calls going free of charge at this point. For anybody that's in there now, you know, a lot of you guys have paid twice. And meaning January, February, then we've had some down time since then. And we tried to extend it a little bit. April should kick in, but we're like, it's just not there yet. We've already collected some, crypto on that, so it's like we're gonna keep going until you get a really, really happy result, which means we're all very happy, by the way. And then we'll start charging again. So whatever month that those calls start coming out, we're not just gonna stop all of a sudden and okay, time to pay. It'll be like, all right, let's complete this month, and then the next month we'll charge again, that kind of a thing. But I don't see anything changing. I don't, the cruise ship, it's gonna happen. My mom, again, I'm not buying a freaking car unless cryptos go up, and Litecoin's got to go up quite a bit higher than it's at right now, my friends, for me to pull that trigger on that car, the jet ski thing, or the Sea-Doo thing. Same thing with these, the thing in October. Trader Bosswort and I were going to try to put together, get a bunch, several well-known YouTubers, Big Square, some others, who I think we've kind of got an okay from, most all of them. We're going to talk cryptos. We're going to do some seminars. Like all this stuff to happen, we've got to see higher price cryptos. And I'm not talking, we're $335 billion market cap. Yeah, when we get to $350 billion, I'm sold. Like, nah, I don't know about that. No, not quite. It's got to go up quite a bit higher. And we've got to let these other people get back in, or new people get in, after those prices get back to a level where everybody's saying the same thing. Hey, I thought the party was over. I guess not. It's time to get back in. Or, man, I was on the fence for a while, then that big crashing happened, and it lasted a few months, and I was done. I wasn't going to get in. And then all of a sudden, I'm questioning that decision. Damn it, I should have got in when it was low, like my friend was telling me. My so-and-so and this so-and-so was telling me I should have got in, and they're right. Damn it, they're right again. Even in the face of all this, they were right. Man, all right, I'm sold. I'm going in. And then they'll write it up from wherever it's at, which will take it from the 15K Bitcoin to the 20, 25, 30K Bitcoin. Those kind of moves. But don't forget, Cliff High said he expects Bitcoin to run up to 17-ish, 18, somewhere in that vicinity, back towards the 19, 20K where it left off, but somewhere around there. And I think he said 17, 18K. He was expecting a lot of the people who were in then, the fear of missing out people back in December, I got to get it, who are all now saying for the last 4 months, as soon as it gets anywhere near my spot, I'm out. Taking my money and running. There'll be some of those people. It's going to push it down to about 14K. 13.8 is actually what he said. It'll get back to that high 13 number, according to the data. And then goes up, and then it's like, okay, those people are out of the way now. Look out, baby. It's going to go. And those are the days. Like, I feel like when that kind of crap's happening, maybe even before we get there, but if we're even close to that, honestly, that means Litecoin's back over $300-something. Bitcoin, 17, 18K, like, hey guys, J-Step4, I'm pulling the trigger. We're going to be on Carnival cruise, or this cruise, or whatever cruise, Port of Tampa. I'm locking it down right now. Locking it down. Here's where you sign up. Here's this, here's that. Guys, scrape a little bit of that profit right now. That way, if the market dumps on us later, and you really need the money then to pay for this thing, you're not paying with cheaper price cryptos. Get your freaking profits right now. Scrape a couple grand, whatever, for you, your family, to get on this damn cruise. And let's roll. Steven, time to jam on the cruise ship, buddy. We're going to have a freaking blast. Yeah. And, by the way, I just paid my house off. One of those kind of things. So, yeah. I'm at work. A couple minutes before I got to clock in, so to speak. And we'll see how the day goes. Hopefully it starts off where it's at right now at 335 billion. Ends the day, 445, something real nice. Wouldn't you like to see the things just start pumping again? I mean, it's always nice when you're looking at something, when it's financially, of course, and it's pumping. It's like, you want to listen to the crypto jams again, Steven songs. Yeah, Joe, upload a new one, man. I need a new one. trying. We're trying to wait to see what happens with our crypto karaoke channel. We need the ads to come on. We're hoping to get approved like any day now. So, anyway, I'll chat with you guys later. Take care.